1, 2, 3. 3 count 4.
Hello, I am BeBetterGamer. Welcome to BeBetterGamer Wrestling. Thank you for joining me. This is my 4th monthly update for this channel. We're on the road to WrestleMania. I'm very excited. I'm going to get to that a little later on in the video. But first, I want to talk about what I've been doing on my channel, just to let you know what I have going on behind the scenes and what I plan on doing going forward for the rest of April. First up, a lot of growing pains this month. I know it's like 4 or 5 months in since I've started doing this full time, but there's been a lot of technical difficulties this month, more so than it has been recently, and I'm not too worried about it. I see it as a sign of progress because a year ago, when I barely had any time to work on this channel, I didn't even have time to deal with problems that would come up, whether it be working on my Twitch stream or just working on new ways to record audio and video. Now I'm discovering all these little technical things, and it's causing me to slow down kind of my flow in terms of putting out content. But you know, I just consider it growing pains. I'm not too worried about it. I appreciate everyone's feedback to let me know when there's something wrong with maybe a video, the audio, or anything like that. So if you notice any issues or errors that you might have advice on that you can help me out, I'd greatly appreciate it. Speaking of Twitch, in March I started streaming a lot more. I was a little all over the place trying to figure out when would be the best time to stream. I know I had asked a while back what times worked for you, but honestly, me trying to stream at night was kind of difficult. I find during the day works better for me, and I have been having some people show up pretty regularly to my stream. I'm aiming to do 4 streams a week, Monday through Thursday, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Obviously that's not locked down, it's not set in stone, it's just what I feel comfortable doing now. It'll change and adapt as I continue to do it more. I'm almost close to getting affiliate. You have to have a total of 50 followers. As I'm recording this video, I have 45. So if there's 5 of you watching this video and you've yet to follow me on Twitch, please do so. The link is down in the description below. And you have to have an average of 3 viewers over the past 30 days. So I haven't really streamed like 30 days worth yet to reach that requirement, but I'm pretty confident I'll meet that requirement. I've been averaging about that, and sometimes a little bit more on my streams. Special shout out to Michael Numbers and Saitama Shadow, who have been joining me almost every stream, chatting about, you know, upcoming WrestleMania predictions and things like that, and you know, the Aki games. It's been really fun. Day of Reckoning won in terms of the voting between Day of Reckoning and Fire Pro Wrestling. It was kind of close. I plan on streaming Day of Reckoning. The official date will most likely be right after WrestleMania. Not the Monday, but that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right after WrestleMania, I'll stream Day of Reckoning. So I'm very excited to play that for the first time. Very excited to see all this talk that I've heard about how it's pretty similar to the Aki engine and sort of like a spiritual successor. So thank you so much to everyone who voted. Down the line, I'll probably do another vote of what game I should stream next after Day of Reckoning. I don't know how long I'll do Day of Reckoning, but I'll probably do it for quite some time. But thanks again for voting and choosing Day of Reckoning. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Also, I'm happy to announce that I uploaded on my other channel, my second channel, my BeBetterGamer proper channel. I don't really know what to call it. It's just going to be BeBetterGamer. But I uploaded my Let's Play, the first part of my Let's Play of the game Inside that came out in 2016. I love that game. My wife actually joined me for the Let's Play. I'm doing Let's Plays a little differently than what I see done around YouTube. A lot of people do reactionary Let's Plays. They do Let's Plays when it's their first time playing their game. And I also feel like sometimes people are maybe like overperforming when they're doing Let's Plays. My Let's Play is kind of like a post commentary. My wife and I, we played Inside, and then we recorded our Let's Play after we played it, watching a replay of it basically that I had recorded. And I'm very excited to finally put that up on my other channel. Like I mentioned in my last update, my other channel is going to be focused more on general gaming. It's going to have Let's Plays, it's going to have vlogs, it's going to have critical essays, I don't know when I'm going to find the time to do all this, as well as work on Be Better Gamer Wrestling, but I want to somehow create a nice flow between the two and just diversify my content, because there's only so many people that I know are going to watch a channel dedicated to just wrestling video games. So I want to, open up my options and talk about other video games too, because I'm not just a fan of wrestling video games. I love all different kinds of video games. So if you want to check that out, you can click the I always forget where it is. You can click the I also have a link in the description below. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well, since it's a brand new channel. It's like I'm starting from scratch all over again, so it'd be nice if I had a little bit of my followers from Be Better Gamer Wrestling go over to Be Better Gamer. And I appreciate it so much. I appreciate any comments, any feedback. If you haven't played Inside, I know I just said I need the followers and I need the views. Go play Inside. It's such a great game. I love it. I really think that it's a game that you should play first before you watch someone else play it. Even if it takes you a few months before you can get your hands on it. It's a game my wife and I feel very passionately about, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted it to be the first Let's Play. So yeah, just let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy it. That's all pretty much for my update on what I've been doing with Be Better Gamer Wrestling and now Be Better Gamer proper. Thank you so much for all your feedback, your comments, your support, following me on Twitch, subscribing to me on YouTube, spreading the word. I've been getting comments about people spreading the word and recommending me to their friends, their other fans of wrestling and video games. So thank you so much for that. And as a special bonus this month, I am going to be talking WrestleMania predictions. So if you want to stick around for that, let's get to it. So here we go. I got my notes for my WrestleMania predictions. I'm very excited about WrestleMania this year. I try not to get too excited every year for WrestleMania because I've been a WWE fan for a very long time. So I know how to temper my expectations so I don't get too disappointed. But actually, on paper, WrestleMania 34 is looking really good. So it's gonna be hard to make it a disappointing event. I think a lot of WWE fans have been waiting a very long time for a WrestleMania that looks like this. And I do predictions a little bit differently. I go with my heart. I go with who I want to see win or storylines that I kind of imagine. Again, it's not trying to be right or wrong. It's not saying my predictions are better than your predictions. It's just something fun to do. It's like predicting the winner of the NCAA championships or the Super Bowl, something like that. It's just fun. We don't know what's gonna happen. We're just having fun. So I would love to hear your predictions in the comments below, what you think is gonna go down. But let's start with the Battle Royals. I'm talking the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the now generically named Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal. Obviously, the whole Fabulous Moolah naming of the Battle Royal didn't kind of work out for WWE with all the backlash on Twitter and social media and sponsors. Honestly, I think they should name it the China Memorial Battle Royal. You already got it named after the 8th wonder of the world. Why not name the Women's Battle Royal after the 9th wonder of the world? And that'll probably calm down a lot of people of always asking, when's China getting into the Hall of Fame? When is she getting into the Hall of Fame? She's getting into the Hall of Fame, don't you worry. I honestly believe she will. But anyway, with everything that's been happening with Sasha Banks and Bayley, I kind of would like to see one of them win, and sort of whoever wins sort of turns on the other to win, and that just drives the feud forward between Sasha and Bayley. So it could be either or. I don't really know where they're going to go in terms of who's going to be the babyface or who's going to be the heel, but I think it might all build up to SummerSlam Brooklyn, and we'll have Bayley and Sasha fighting at SummerSlam Brooklyn again. If they don't go with Sasha or Bayley, I would also like to see Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, the iconic duo, make an appearance. I was very surprised neither one of them showed up into the Women's Royal Rumble that just happened, so it'd be great for them to make their debut and maybe one of them even winning it. For the Andre the Giant Memorial, I kind of want to see Samoa Joe win. He's been gone because of injury. What a great way to make an impact, come back, just wreck everyone. If it's not Samoa Joe, I don't know, give it to Matt Hardy, give it to Bray Wyatt if maybe when he went into the Lake of Resurrection, he becomes something else, and then he wins the Battle Royal. Who knows? But really, I kind of want to see Samoa Joe come back and win in a big way, and then use that to drive him to maybe chase after the Universal Championship. Then we're going to probably see the finals of the Cruiserweight tournament between Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. They had an amazing match on 205 Live right before the Cruiserweight tournament. And if you haven't been watching the Cruiserweight tournament, it's really good. It's almost up there with like Cruiserweight Classic in terms of match quality, but it's still really good and a really good direction for 205 Live. This match, again, could go either way for me. I'd be happy to see either one of them win. I'm kind of rooting a little bit more for Mustafa Ali, only because Cedric had the win the last time, and then that means we can get a third match between them, which I think will also tear the house down. I just hope they don't come out in front of an empty audience like a lot of the past, you know, like last year's Cruiserweight match between Austin Aries and Neville. You know, I hope they're given more time in front of more people showing up to the arena. I also want to mention that, you know, there's been a lot of talk about Rey Mysterio Jr. showing up, and the way I always kind of envision it was Rey Mysterio showing up after the Cruiserweight match and sort of like congratulating the winner and you know, maybe doing like sort of a dream match thing between either Ali or Alexander against Rey. Rey recently hurt his arm, and he was at Strong Style Evolved, and he came out and apologized for missing his dream match with Liger. But it also looked like he was sort of building up a feud towards Will Ospreay and even Marty Scurll. So who knows if Rey is in fact going to appear at WrestleMania, because here he is promising that he's going to come back to New Japan. But in this crazy world of wrestling that's happening right now, I mean, he could probably bounce back and forth between both promotions in the same year. So who knows if he will show up at WrestleMania after either the Cruiserweight match, or maybe later on in probably the, I guess I should just talk about it, the tag team match with Braun Strowman against Cesaro and Sheamus. People are predicting Rey is going to be his partner. Samoa Joe, maybe even Dean Ambrose. I think smart money is probably on Elias. I think his partner is just going to be these hands. Not these hands, but his hands, you know. I'm torn for this match because on the one side, I like Strowman's character and I like the direction they're going with it. On the other side, the state of the tag team division on Raw is just kind of in shambles. The fact that Cesaro and Sheamus, who I like them as a team, but let's not forget, they became a team sort of, you know, hating each other. And so the guys who hated each other in the beginning are now the anchor of the tag team division. And then the guy they're fighting doesn't even have a tag team partner because he probably doesn't need one. You know, that's a very thin tag team roster. And hopefully after WrestleMania they can try to rebuild it. But yeah, I don't know. Strowman, I think it'll just be an entertaining match. It'll probably be Elias, but who knows? I'm not really all that invested in that one. I'm just interested to see, you know, what they kind of do to make it interesting and entertaining. I'm more excited about the SmackDown Tag Team Championship because I think the New Day, the Usos, and even the Bludgeon Brothers, you know, the former Wyatt family, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, I think they've been waiting for this moment to have a big-time WrestleMania match, and I think this is it. I'm recording this when there's still like one more SmackDown to go, so who knows if they add another stipulation to the match, if they do a ladder match or, you know, a tornado tag team match or something like that. But I think that my money is on the New Day. I want the New Day to win, but I think the Usos have a strong chance of retaining. I mean, the surprise would be, I think, the Bludgeon Brothers winning, but I want the New Day to win because I think this year, I'm calling it early, this year is going to be the year that either Kofi Kingston or Big E win the Money in the Bank. You heard it here first on BeBetterGamer Wrestling. It's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen. But next we got, let's say we got the US Heavyweight title match, which just became a four-way with Rusev, Jinder Mahal, Bobby Roode, and Randy Orton. 2 words, Rusev Day. I mean, who doesn't want Rusev to win? I want him to win. Again, another match that can kind of go in any direction, but really I would like to see Rusev win. I would like them to embrace him having such positive fan reactions and have him maybe feud with Bobby Roode afterwards, and then we can have Bobby Roode transition into a top heel against, you know, this new babyface that is Rusev Day. So that match should be enjoyable as well. On the Raw side, you have the Intercontinental Triple Threat with The Miz, who, congratulations, he's not watching this video, but congratulations to him and Maurice with their new child right before WrestleMania. That's awesome for them. And Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. I kind of want to see Seth Rollins to win. Miz just had a kid. He needs to go home, hang out with his baby for a little bit. I have 2 kids. I know what it's like to be a new dad. So they give him a few months to rest and relax and enjoy his newborn. And then when he comes back, he can win his 9th Intercontinental Championship and tie it with Chris Jericho. But mainly Seth Rollins winning. I want Seth Rollins to win mainly because I kind of want Finn Balor to chase it. And Finn Balor and the rest of the Balor Club with Gallows and Anderson to turn heel and start feuding with the Shield. So that's kind of why I want to see Seth Rollins win. But who knows? Maybe Miz will retain because he just became a new dad. You know, who knows? Who knows what they'll do? Either way, I think that's going to be a really good match. Again, I think those are 3 people who got a lot to prove and want to kind of like take a lot of the shine and keep it on themselves for a little bit at WrestleMania. Now let's talk the women's championship matches. We got Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax over on Raw. I'm kind of rooting for Nia Jax, honestly, because then, you know, Alexa Bliss and her can have a rematch and kind of keep that feud going. We haven't really seen them a lot in the ring before this, so to have the challenger win the title would be a good way to keep the feud going forward. For the SmackDown side, you have Charlotte and Asuka, and let's be real, Charlotte, nobody's ready for Asuka. My money's on Asuka, as always. I mean, there's rumors that, you know, Asuka's gonna stay dominant until, you know, she can meet Rousey next year at WrestleMania. Who knows if they'll take it that far? But Asuka and Charlotte, honestly, there's going to be a lot of great matches at this WrestleMania, but I think that's going to be the sleeper hit of the night. I think that might be like the 2nd or 3rd best match of the night. I don't want to say it's going to be the first because I think we all know what's going to be the first, you know, best match of the night. But I'm really looking forward to that match. Really excited to see what Charlotte and Asuka do in the ring together. I think that's going to be a great match. I hope they give them a lot of time. I hope they give them a good spot on the card. And, you know, I would be surprised if Charlotte wins. I'm not going to lie. I would be completely surprised, but I think it would be, even with Charlotte losing, I think it'd be a great showing for Charlotte and a start of a great rivalry. And then, of course, talking about Ronda Rousey, we got Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Of course, my heart says Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. My mind says, BeBetterGamer, it's WrestleMania. It's Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Come on. They're going to win. But I think Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle are going to win. Honestly, I think a year from now, when we're looking at WrestleMania, I think Ronda Rousey is going to be going into that year's WrestleMania as a big heel. I think she's going to embrace a lot of the antagonism that she gets from fans, and I think it just fits her, you know, natural ability better because she comes from an MMA background and she can be so dangerous in the ring, and that's just a little bit more of a heel tendency. But I'm super excited to see what Ronda Rousey does. It's nice that they're pairing her up with Kurt Angle. There's a lot of parallels there in their sort of trajectory from their previous sport going into the world of professional wrestling. So I think that should be good. It's probably going to be a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of smoke and mirrors, but I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be exciting, and I think the crowd is going to be super into it. And then let's quickly talk about the WWE Universal Championship match. That's going to be Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns is winning. Whatever. But I am excited for Taker versus Cena. Now, this is a match that I didn't think I would be as excited for. I haven't been crazy about the build-up, to be honest. There's just been nothing about the build-up, you know, Cena's promos that has really engaged me. But I'm excited to see this match. You're talking 2 people who have pretty much done it all in the WWE, and I get Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair vibes. I get, you know, Keiji Muto against Genichiro Tenryu vibes. Just 2 veterans, legends, living legends, just going out there and giving a great classic match. I really do believe this might be, just like with Charlotte and Asuka, this might be one of the best matches of the night. And it's gonna be memorable. And my main prediction really is, you know, I think Cena's gonna win because Cena always wins. But I think Taker might come out as the American Badass version of Taker. I think last year was the retirement of the dead man, him taking off his hat and his robe and leaving it in the ring, or jacket and leaving it in the ring. And you know, especially with like Kid Rock being inducted in this year's Hall of Fame, I just get a vibe that you know, the Undertaker is going to be coming out as the American Badass, and him and Cena are just going to have a brawl up and down the aisle, and maybe even it spill into the fans. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun, and I think it's going to be a memorable match and a memorable moment. And then we got the WWE Championship match, the match that I hope closes the show. AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Wrestle Kingdom rematch. To say that I was overjoyed when Nakamura won the Royal Rumble is an understatement. It's something I didn't think WWE would do. You know, last year at WrestleMania, AJ Styles was champion right before, and then he lost at Elimination Chamber. And I was hoping they wouldn't do that to him again this year, but he's going into WrestleMania as WWE champion. He's facing Shinsuke Nakamura. This is Wrestle Kingdom match levels. I mean, they've had an amazing match before. I think they're going to have an amazing match again. Again, I don't want to get too excited on how beautiful and epic that match is going to be. But I think we all know that's going to be the best match of the night. And it's going to be an incredible moment. And if WWE goes off the air or off the broadcast or whatever you want to call it, off the stream, because I watched it on network, with Shinsuke Nakamura holding the WWE Championship, I hope that's the signal of a sort of a sea change within WWE. I hope it's not just a WrestleMania moment. You know, a lot of times you have these WrestleMania moments where someone like Nakamura, like a fan favorite, wins, but then his title reign after that is very short-lived or very uneventful, and they're very much like a transitional champion. I hope this is the age of strong style within the WWE, and considering the roster and considering a certain someone coming back to the WWE, having Nakamura as your WWE champion is a great start in sort of changing the direction of the company in the future. And of course, that big return, the one I wasn't even expecting, Daniel Bryan coming back, teaming up with Shane McMahon against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I mean, this could close the show also. This could be the last match of the card because it is Daniel Bryan's big return. We're back in New Orleans. You know, they said he wasn't ever going to wrestle again, but Daniel Bryan always kept saying he was going to work his hardest to come back, and it's finally happening, and it's a great thing. And my prediction is that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to win because Daniel Bryan is going to turn on Shane McMahon. I mean, you got to bring Daniel Bryan back, and then you just got to have him turn on Shane, and him and Owens and Zayn should just be this dominant heel faction. I'm talking they should whine and complain, but yet they should also be like this very vicious, very intense individuals, much like how all three of them were back on the indie scene, and they all have great heel tendencies. You know, Daniel Bryan can play a great heel. SmackDown has no top heels, and to have Daniel Bryan come back and then just turn on everyone, and I think that would be the talk of WrestleMania. I think that will be something people will remember a lot about this year's WrestleMania. And just again, along the lines of AJ Styles and Nakamura main eventing, to have Daniel Bryan come back, Owens and Zayn are the future of the company as well. You can build a SmackDown around those five. You can build the whole promotion around those five and how they interact with everyone else. Like I said in the beginning, I think this has the potential to be one of the best WrestleManias in the past few years. I'm super excited about it. It looks great on paper. Hopefully it delivers. It might even be better than NXT TakeOver, which I don't know when that has happened because all the NXT takeovers to me have always eclipsed the WWE event that would follow it. So I'm just super excited. I haven't felt this excited in a very long time for WWE, and I think maybe they're finally feeling the pressure of you know, outside forces and the match quality that is happening outside of WWE. I think they really want to deliver this year at WrestleMania. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought of my predictions. I want to see what your predictions are. Again, it's not about who's right or who's wrong. At the end of the day, we can't predict really what's going on in Vince McMahon's mind, and this WrestleMania might be completely different than any of us could imagine. But at least we can at least have fun in these kinds of videos, in these kinds of predictions. And thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to the day after WrestleMania, Monday. Once again, I'll be streaming on Twitch and we can talk all about what has happened. And yeah, I'm excited. So until next time, I'm BeBetterGamer. Thank you for watching. Keep watching all the wrestling.